Hello and welcome to this UNISA Department of History video on essay writing. I'm Nadine Moore, a lecturer in the department. This video applies to all of the history modules offered at our department, as you can apply the principles which I'll go through today to any history question, albeit an essay question or a paragraph. I'm going to be taking you on a step-by-step tutorial on how to write the best possible response. We often find that students write long, content-heavy essays without actually answering the question. In history, it's important for you to not only have an understanding of the question, but for you to show the person marking your essay that you understand what is being asked of you and that you engaged with the work. So before you get excited and jump right into answering the question, it's important for you to plan your essay. Remember the truism, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is also true for the history essay. Let's have a step-by-step look at how you should approach your essay. First things first, deconstruct the essay question to make sure you understand exactly what is being asked of you. I'm going to use a generic history question as an example, but remember that you can apply what I'm about to discuss here in any history question. A quick tip to help you make sense of questions. You can generally look for these 4 points in all your essay and paragraph questions. Instruction. This includes to discuss, analyze, compare, examine, outline, etc. Theme. The broad theme that the question addresses. Aspect. The specific aspects which the question requires you to address. Time. The particular period that the question focuses on. So let's apply these 4 steps to the following question and deconstruct what is being asked of you. Discuss the historical context that gave rise to Pan-African nationalism, as well as its specific objectives and achievements during the 20th century. Discuss. This is the instruction given on how you should answer the question. Pan-African nationalism. This is the broad theme of the question. Historical context, objectives, and achievements. These are the 3 specific aspects of the theme, Pan-African nationalism, which you need to look at. 20th century. This is the time frame that you need to look at. Once you understand the question, you can begin with the second step, planning your introduction. Plan your introduction. Remember that your introduction should provide a direct response to the question, outline the main aspects which you intend on addressing, have a clear focus, and you can even define concepts such as Pan-African nationalism, in this case, very briefly in your introduction. If you always focus on the 4 points highlighted above, instruction, theme, aspect, and time, your introduction will indicate to the person marking your essay that you have a solid awareness of the entire question. Thirdly, plan how you intend to approach your paragraphs. It is often the most logical approach in history to structure your essay chronologically. In this instance, starting at the beginning of the 20th century and concluding at the end of it. In other cases, it helps to approach your essay by addressing broader themes or aspects. This is entirely up to your discretion, as it varies from question to question. Do what you feel will flow the best. Start a new paragraph each time you address a new aspect or an idea. This ensures that your essay is well structured and logical. This particular plan's paragraphs will be structured along the specific aspects detailed above, while still adhering to a chronological format. Thus, when planning your paragraphs, we'll address all the relevant aspects. This is where the relevant content comes into play. Fourthly, paragraph 2. This is the paragraph after the introduction, and for example, in this instance, the paragraph which will focus on the historical context of Pan-African nationalism. This could include the reaction to colonization and the scramble for Africa, the role of the two world wars, the contributions of black intellectuals, as well as other independence movements and the Bandung Conference. Remember that you should merely apply these outlines to your own specific question. Next, your next paragraph will focus on the second aspect identified in the question. For example, Pan-African nationalism's objectives, and you will discuss objective 1, 2, and 3. Your last content-filled paragraph will focus on the final aspect in a similar way, Pan-African nationalism's achievements. Here you will discuss the first achievement, second achievement, and third achievement chronologically. While you are discussing achievements here, this may also be the place to mention any of the objectives or achievements that the Pan-African nationalist movement failed to succeed in. Don't be too boxed in by the outlines, but also don't include irrelevant information. The final part of your essay should be your conclusion. Remember that your conclusion should always restate your response to the question, summarize the main issues which you addressed in the body of your essay, and never include any new information. You can use the 4 points, instruction, theme, aspect and time, in your conclusion as well, which will help you to maintain focus. That just about sums up the main points. Let's have a look at some final thoughts. Remember, there is no precise or exact formula for history essays, and this was merely one suggestion. Your essay could definitely be planned and structured in different ways. As long as you maintain your focus on the question and your essay plan is coherent and logical in terms of answering the question, the writing of your essay, which will be based on an essay plan, will be very acceptable. It also always helps to link your information and content back to the question. This shows that you know why the content you selected is important in addressing the question. Always remember to include a bibliography and plagiarism declaration, and you should always use your own words and not copy word for word from the study material. I hope this has helped you in your approach to essays. Obviously, in an exam situation, you will be limited for time and would not be able to make a very detailed essay plan. However, by deconstructing the essay question step by step and jotting down the main points that will help you to answer the question in a focused way will certainly help you on your way to writing a good essay. That's a wrap from me then. Good luck and happy writing.